Hello, cat. Tis I, your favorite cat. I mostly playing this because I just wanted to play the NES version of Metroid and stuff because I've never beaten it. I played a bit of it, but I was never good enough to do it and everything. Technically, this is auto shoot and everything, so I'm abusing that on my 8-bit too. I don't care. I'm not trying to, because like this, I have to tap. And like, yeah, I can hold it, but it's in an uncomfortable spot, opposed to this. And everything. And I need some sort of handicap on this game, since I'm not using a real NES controller and everything. But anyway, the real reason I wanted to make this video was to talk about Nintendo and stuff. And like, the absolute disappointment that Nintendo as a company has done to me and everything. Like, I feel literally disappointed in this company. Because this company literally was a lot of our childhoods and everything. A lot of people's childhoods was because of the quote-unquote the Game Boy DS days and stuff like that. And the Switch generation's like a real recent thing, especially because like the Switch blew up because it did, because of COVID. And if it wasn't for COVID, I don't think Nintendo would be as big as a company and everything, because they were really struggling with not just their freaking 3DS line, but also their Wii U, literally the Wii U bombed and everything. I mean, we all know it and everything. Now, I still own a Wii. I bought a Wii U and everything. That's how hardcore of a Nintendo fan I was. I played Breath of the Wild on its original hardware and everything, and it does feel better. So here's the problem I have with it and everything. So you're telling me that you're going to have this exclusive port of Breath of the Wild for the Switch 2 and everything, and you have to pay money for that? Like, literally, it's so scummy that I will not. I won't say I won't get the console and everything, because I will eventually get the Switch 2 just to play like certain games and stuff for it and everything. I'll eventually get it. Part of me was thinking about doing it, like, you know, waiting something to like save up and everything But that was until I realized they want fucking $90 a physical game. $90 a physical game? You are smoking crack if you think I'm going to pay $90 for a physical freaking game. You must be on crack, Nintendo. You have to be. You must have literally. This is, well, it's such a Nintendo thing to do as well. One success, then major failure afterwards. Like, it's like they can never release a console back to back that's not a failure and everything. And of course, people are going to still buy it. The streamers and stuff will and everything. If I ever become super successful, I'll have to rationalize buying it myself as well. But like, at the same time, I kind of don't need it, because it's just like, Nintendo, you release things like products that are like ahead of their time and then unahead of their time and everything. Like, I'm not going to pay for something like literally the Switch 2 when literally it's the equivalent of probably the hardware wise, it probably actually has worse hardware than the Steam Deck. So like, you lost the portable gaming market. Now you have Steam. You literally. So what? I'm going like here. Let's picture this and everything. Is Timmy? Let's say Timmy. We're gonna call him Timmy and everything. Let's say Timmy wants the fucking. Oh gosh, I can't even speak. Wants to play Cyberpunk. All his older friends, I got to play it, or he just heard about it in like magazines and stuff and everything. He was tempted to either buy wanted to get like a PlayStation, but Timmy and his family travel a lot, so like Timmy can rationalize it. Okay, so Timmy and everything is like, well, and his parents are like, well, we gotta get you something like portable and stuff. So they got him. So like, of course. So here are the options. Okay, like Timmy's old enough to get like their very own game console and everything, like portable handheld and everything. But like, it's literally probably going to be $600 after these tariffs. Mark my words, it's going to be $600, and then I've even heard worse predictions of people even predicting it to be $670. $70. That's for the version with the Mario game in it as well. Well. So almost $700 fucking dollars. One game. At that point, you're getting in PC territory. You're at the point where it's like, okay, that's enough money for a decent ass graphics card. Okay, my graphics card that I have in this computer was literally $600. I was able to manage to get the money. I literally drained my bank account to build this PC and everything. Now I got money back into it, but at the time, I was broke, beyond broke after this and everything, after this project and everything. So it's like, Nintendo, what are you doing? Because here's the thing. Okay, so am I going to pay $600? Okay, mind you, $600, and then games are going to cost $90. $90. So Cyberpunk, a game that's now came out in 2020, you're telling me that game's going to be $90 when it releases on the Switch? If it's $90, fat chance anyone's going to fucking buy it, because they're going to be literally looking. And this is why I told my cousin, and like, she doesn't get it and everything. But at the same time, she's like, I'm just gonna save up to build a PC. It's good on her and everything. That's a good thing to save up to and everything. If she wants to like literally game, she literally wants to game. She wants to play all these crazy games. She wants to play Skyrim with mods. I get, and other things and other type of games that like need powerful hardware and everything. Then she's becoming more of a gamer, because like we all are, because like movies suck. Movies today, they literally suck. They suck. And then like literally, I don't trust literal people on these review sites anymore. I literally think half of them are botted. Because one of the most infuriating movies of all time and everything literally is rated highly on Rotten Tomatoes. Whoever you are, if you are real people, if it's literally legitimately real people and everything, I don't want to talk too much about this because I want to circle back to Nintendo and everything. I think that they literally had like a lobotomy or something while watching this movie. We did not watch the same movie and everything. Now, mind you, I literally have 2 years of college credits in multimedia and stuff. So my opinion of movies and stuff are like skewed into a different way and everything. I have a different opinion of movies than most freaking people do. I know I do. And everything. And everything. So it's like, I can't be too mad that somebody shares a different opinion from me. And now if I go down here, the save zone will be here and everything when I die. And everything. That's why. Now we're going back because this isn't the area we go right away, because there's some other upgrades that we can get backwards and everything. I just know this because I played the remake of this game so many times that I know there's shit. We're not supposed to go this way. Just yet. So anyway, I had to catch my breath because I had to think. Because like I'm literally overwhelmed by the stupidity of Nintendo and everything, and the greed, the corporate greed. It's not just the tariffs that Trumps are imposing, not necessarily fully. Like some of it. Hold on, I got a scratch. That's why I paused it and everything. Some of it are the tariffs. Like for example, them delaying it and everything. That is because of the freaking tariffs, the Trump tariffs, whereas like it's gonna go up even more. Well, I can buy a Steam Deck for $400, and like it's basically capable of running everything. This is what like make it kind of annoyed me that my cousin was like, oh well, I'll just build a PC. Like she does not understand and everything that literally a computer costs so much money, like a decent one, and she's like, oh, I can build one for $800, a garbage one and everything and I said this into my prior Octopath Traveler video. I said that same thing. She could build a garbage one and everything and now going back to Timmy and everything and this also applies to my cousin and everything. Why, if you're just gonna game on this and you're not gonna record, you're not gonna do business stuff now, stuff on it, you're not going to do a bunch of stuff. Why do you need a computer? No, I'm serious. Like, you do not. Like, the people who want to build a PC don't utilize the actual PC and everything. They want to build it because that they think this is the easier option. It is not the easier option to build a PC. It's literally a freaking sinkhole and everything because like I am constantly having to now, like, she does not realize I had to pay $50 for a very good, decent, non-static cleaner to clean out my PC and everything that would make no static and everything. I had to try to gather my thoughts and calm my breath. I will go back to the Timmy thing. I'm just hung up on this. I had to pay $50 for just one thing to clean my computer, just to clean it, to forever and everything. I have to probably clean this thing every like 3 to 4 months because I have cats and everything. Things. So like it's getting up to that point now. I clean now. I gotta go outside, spray it down and stuff with my mom with this thing. It's not like water. It's literally a spray thing. It shoots air and everything. I didn't even test it. I need to test it and everything. And that just cost me $50. Then storage space for my solid state and 6 terabyte hard drive. I spent around 200 something for just that. I told her my graphics card was 600. My processor was literally 300. The amount of money I spent on this, I still don't believe that I own this thing. That's how much money I spent on it. I spent stupid amount of money, time. Now, I've been saving for this thing since COVID. I have a 12 cores. I have it all. Oh, and everything. Okay, how do I? Ah, I forgot it was 5. I think this is... Yeah, it's a longer beam, sick. I don't have the one thing yet. I don't have, Boom boom. This helps immensely. gosh. Same time, the long brain made this worse. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be calm. Okay. I'm trying to be calm. And also I had to think of what I had to do and everything in this game. And where I have to go and stuff. So anyway, like, here's another thing. Okay? People aren't going to utilize the amount of things on the PC. She's not going to utilize, like, 1/10 of the processing power that I'm doing, especially with the game she's told me she wants to play and everything. I know what types of games she wants to play. Get away and everything. Play and everything. But, like, it's her money and everything. If she wants to save up for a PC and blow that amount of money and everything, good on her and everything. But, like, I sure as hell how would not, if I was not into of creative, like, I consider myself a creative and everything. That's why I want to build my own PC, where it's like I'm using this as more so not just like a gaming thing, and like, yeah, I'm recording myself for this moment and everything, but that's the thing. I'm recording myself as like a means to create content and everything. If you're not doing that with like a supercomputer, why build a supercomputer and everything? If you're just doing casual gaming and everything, like, I don't think you should spend stupid money on gaming like that, unless you're going to make content out of said gaming platforms and stuff. Now, I know I missed something with the things. I had to farm some more of these things. That's why I circled back and everything. I had to get more missiles and health and stuff. I'm not gonna go do all that. We're just gonna go down to the next area. We got the long beam. I know there's something else there that we kind of need, but I'm not gonna go get it and everything. I think it's just maybe another missile upgrade anyway. So, like, yeah, she's not gonna game like me. She's not gonna have a VTuber model like me. She's not gonna do any of that. Now, maybe I could convince her, but like, hey, if you're gonna spend this much money, you better make content out of it to rationalize it. Because, like, there's, like, even though there's a 0.0% chance you might blow up in the YouTube algorithm and everything, you still might blow up in the YouTube algorithm and everything. So why wouldn't you want to create content and stuff and just record and everything? And it's like, well, now I'm turning my hobby into a business activity and everything. Well, yeah, kinda, and everything, but it's more so like you're gonna make friends by doing this. Like, I know by doing this, I might not blow up or make a bunch of money, but I will be able to introduce myself to new and interesting people by doing YouTube and stuff. Like, it will be like, oh, well, what do you do? Like, well, I do YouTube, and I can link people my YouTube and stuff. Like, I can talk about YouTube stuff. Like, I can talk about, like, how hard it is, how difficult this is. And it's very difficult and everything. Even my dad, he wants to build, the whole reason he wants to build PC isn't to game. It's to literally make YouTube content and everything. And, like, that is the whole purpose. To me, that is. Oh, well, we got our password, our first password and everything of the day. Did we keep our missiles? It'd be nice if we kept our missiles. Yeah, we keep missiles. So, yeah. So, going back to Timmy. And the Steam Deck. So, I could play when it goes on sale. I think it's like $30, Cyberpunk or some shit. Now I don't buy garbage games. There's just games like Cyberpunk. Sorry if that hurt your feelings, but I do think Cyberpunk is a disappointing ass fucking game. That's like I have no desire to play it whatsoever. None. Like I don't like those types of games, like at all. So like, why am I going to go out my way to play that game? Especially when I think there's better Cyberpunk game out there, and I played the demo for it, and I would get that. That one, I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but like, I think there's better, cheaper, alternative Cyberpunk games in the indie sphere, where I think they are more Cyberpunk than Cyberpunk is, if that makes sense. I know that sounds kind of weird for me to say that, but to me, that's how I feel with those games and everything. Like like Cyberpunk is to me a disappointment in gaming and everything. It's everything I hated with AAA gaming into a singular product and everything. It had a launch window that was abysmal. Like, y'all don't remember this and everything, because I know the internet has a short-term memory, because there's so much content and everything, but I remember COVID very vividly and everything, because, like, that was when I quit my hellish job, mentally cracked, realized I have to get on disability because of my autism and everything, and I know I could get on disability for autism and everything, because, like, I can't, there's certain things I can do, like talk like this and create content, but if you tell me to, like, go into, like, a special interaction and everything, I can't do all that. I can't, like, I literally am too freaking goofy and everything. Like, I literally think, okay, you know how, like, people think they're, like, an endangerment, those edgy people who are like, oh yeah, I'm an endangerment and blah blah blah. No. They think and do it to be edgy. I literally fear that I endanger people's safety. That's why I don't like leaving my home. I don't like interacting with people, because I literally value them and everything. I'm crazy. I'm insane. I literally should be on medication of some kind, but, like, I can't afford it and everything. And then it's like, well, how am I gonna try out a whole bunch of meditations that could either make the problem worse, make me freaking suicidal, or in turn give me a bad, like, allergic reaction? Because I don't know if I'm allergic to any pills. That's why I say to the doctor, as I know of, I'm not allergic to any pills and everything. Doesn't mean you couldn't give me some freaking pill and everything. And then there's the problem is, it's like, well, like, why don't you take anti-anxiety pills? I have. They did not help and everything. And I tried like 3 different kinds. And what happened was, they literally made me barf all the time and everything. So I couldn't, like, eat, drink, and, like, I barfed so hard that literally my stomach was messed up for, like, months. Like, that's how hard I barfed one day. And and I kept barfing. Even when I got off of them, like, my stomach never, like, healed from that shit and everything. Oh my gosh. This part's annoying. I might make a save state later. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna make a save state there. Fuck that. I ain't doing all that shit over and over and over again. Fuck all that. I'm like, get to that door, I'm making a save state. And it's annoying, I'm sorry, this is stupid. I should spawn with 90 health. So it's like, you just, it's hard to explain and everything. I'll have to think about how to explain it to people of why, like, autism is, like, really bad and everything. And it's not just, like, the learning disability and the communicational part. Actually, I can simplify it really easily. What they don't talk about autism. This is what people that seem to leave out of autism and everything thing. It's not so much, and like this is why like people don't understand. And I know I'm really good at masking more than other people are into the autistic sphere and everything because I had to learn how to mask because I was just surrounded by people constantly my whole life and everything thing. I don't get a lot of time to, like, you know, decompress and everything. So, like, it's really hard for me to, like, sympathize with somebody. You know what I mean? I hate this level. I hate this level. I hate this level. No, we ain't doing that. Where's my save state? Save state, load save state, yeah. I hate the beeping. Oh my goodness! Freak off! Okay, now I have to get over there with 30 HP. So stupid. So basically, what they don't tell you about autism is all the physical ailments that you will have as an autistic individual. For instance, you gotta be fucking with me! Fuck that. Anyway, as I was saying. You know what, we're gonna go backtrack. Maybe I can get a health upgrade if I go into that one path. We're going a different way. We're going to the other red door. Backtracking. I know. I wouldn't do it, but that area makes me mad. Bullshit. So, like, for example, you are more likely to have sinusitis if you are autistic. You are more likely to have mental health problems. You are more likely to have depression, anxiety disorders, antisocial disorders, and a whole bunch of other really nasty type of disorders and stuff. Like, not the fun kind of. Like, there's nothing fun about being autistic to this degree and everything. Thing. And like there's other things like IBS, you're more likely this, that, etc. And it's just really frustrating that like modern society does not know what an autistic person goes through and everything and I literally, even when I ask for help like on Reddit and stuff, I literally have people, I literally have trolls and everything. And I'm like, you're literally an asshole. Like, because other autistic people see that, and they're like, oh, well, I pulled myself off the bootstraps. Why can't you? Well, that's literally the toxic mentality of fucking modern day fucking society and everything. I can't fucking drive. I cannot drive because going back to what I was saying earlier, I know I'm an endangerment to others and myself and everything. That's what I was getting at. Like, I know that I will harm somebody if I do all that and everything. So that's why I haven't Paid a whole bunch of money too. Paid a whole bunch of my own money. Paid a whole bunch of, even my parents paid a whole bunch of money for me to learn to drive. Took the test numerous times and everything, and I just gave up at some point in time because, like, I even told my mom, I can't do this. This is literally mentally hurting me. This is how I mentally crack. Because it was taking up my free time on my days off of fucking work. And that's where it made me crack. And then after, like, I think it was, like, beginning of 21, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not learning to drive. I refuse. I refuse. I literally almost flipped the... I even recall vividly why I refused. I even told her. I almost flipped the fucking car over. I almost flipped a goddamn fucking car over. And I was like, after that, I was like, nope, we ain't doing that. We are not doing that shit. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. And everything. I refuse to do such a thing. And everything. And that's why I said to my mom. And everything. And since then, just now, is like, I got denied once, got depressed. Now I have to reapply again and everything. This time I found out with enough people's help and my friends' help that to apply for SSI and everything that I need a fucking lawyer. And in the first fucking place, it's like, if you did not have family members as an autistic member that, like, gave a fuck about you, how the fuck are you supposed to know that? Like, no, seriously, like, I am so autistic where if I did not have family members to help me with all of my shit, I'd literally be dead. I'd be dead as fuck. Fuck. That's why I tell my dad all the time. He's like, oh, you're gonna miss me. He's like, you have fucking no idea. I'm gonna not just miss you. I'm not gonna be able to fucking function once my parents die and everything. If I did not have my cousin who actually gives a fuck about me and everything, I would probably died because, like, I have no, you know, that sense of self-preservation and everything. Yeah, mine is to, like, literally just be like, oh, hey, you know what? It'd be kind of funny if I jump off this thing right here. That's my self-preservation thing. I was saying this to my grandma. I'm not depressed. I'll just get these random thoughts like, hey, it would be funny if I jumped over this thing. That's where how warped my brain is. And everything. Thing. Not like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm depressed. Yeah, I feel like killing myself. Oh, type of shit for that. No. Like, no, it would be funny. Lol. Jump. That's like something you do in a fucking video game, but in real life. And everything. That's where Cat's brain goes to. And everything. Like, literally. I have a semi-significant other and everything. I tell her, like, bitch, you better fucking live with me when we get older. I'm fucking telling you, you better fucking live with my fucking ass. I will fucking die, bitch. She does not understand. Dan, she's, cause she sees me only when I'm fucking competent, and not freaking the fuck out. She doesn't fucking know. No. That I'm fucking, how mentally unstable I am. Like, I am so bad off that, like, literally, I literally have people that know and don't know and everything. And, like, there's some people like, oh, you're faking it. I'm like, bitch, do you think I would be saying this stuff if I was faking it? It's what would I gain from saying this and everything? From telling, hey, strangers on the internet, I'm autistic. Hey, I get chronic sinusitis pain to the point where I literally have to be to the point where it's literally, I'm literally mentally, emotionally, and physically disabled to the point where I cannot get off the fucking like couch and everything. My depression and your depression are not the same. My depression is I'm so fucking sick and mentally ill, like physically sick and then mentally sick. So imagine that like what most people, they get one or the other. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just physically sick, yeah, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. They're not usually both at the same freaking time, you know? They're either one or the other, not both. Yeah. No, none of them are both. Both at the same time, majority of the time. Everything. I'm not saying that for everyone. Like, sometimes people get depressed because they're sick. Sick and everything, and whatnot, and not just, like, fucking purely, fully, and everything incapacitated. I know there was a glitch online where some speedrunner literally was able to make this jump. You're shitting me. Wow. I can't even get back up. Thank you, save states. We don't have to wait for that. We don't have to wait for that bullshit. Now we could grind up. You gotta be fucking with me. Little bug thing. What the hell? Ugh. What the hell again? I literally started with more HP. Getting angry. Getting angry at this part right here. Oh, I might have to cut it here shortly because I'm worried about that storm, kinda, and everything. I might have to cut it here shortly. Ooh. Yeah, I think I should cut it here shortly. We'll get to 90 health first, and everything. Thing. Sorry. Oh wait. I've missed out the Timmy thing. See, ADHD does that to a person where this is how I knew I was mentally born to talk like this. This and everything. This is ADHD. Going back to Timmy. So Timmy either could get the $400 console with possibly several fucking games on it, or the one that he can barely get one game on it. Which one is Timmy going to pick? The fucking Steam Deck. That's right. Right, because if they're fucking looking into it that much, fucking parents are gonna probably get the Steam Deck and everything, because they're gonna be like, what are some alternatives for that? A Steam Deck. Oh my gosh. Okay, I give up and everything. We're just gonna end the video here and everything. I hope this was a fun video of watching Cat be miserable as fuck and everything. I don't think I changed my health bar either, by the way. Anyway. Y'all have a lovely thing. Night, day, I can't speak. Blah, blah, blah. And Cat, we'll see y'all in the next video sometime. I'm gonna go edit a whole bunch of videos and upload them. Also, by the way, if I do, I have stuff to tell you all about what the fuck is going on with the hospitals and everything. And my luck with hospitals. Oh gosh, that's a story in itself. Oh, if the storm lets up a bit, I might make another video. Alright, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.